Hi, everybody. This is my presentation, Hillary Clinton and the Benghazi Dilemma. Um, there's a hearing recently and it drew my attention, so I decided to go with this for my presentation, a screencast. What happened in Benghazi? September 11, 2012, four men were killed. It's not clear, but from the Republican side, they say that it was Islamic terrorists. They actually don't know who was the one that killed them besides a radical group is all they can say for now. The important people that were killed were U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens and the State Department Communication Specialist Sean Smith. There was another name for him. He was a communication manager, but I chose to go with the communication specialist. And there are also two Navy SEAL personnel who died in the incident. Um, what happened was they said there was a car that stayed outside the compound or the base. They said a gunman had opened fire, and after that, there was a group that entered the U.S. compound in Benghazi, and they proceeded to shoot and attack the place. The U.S. ambassador and Sean Smith, they got detached from the rest of the group, and they proceeded to the main building where they hid. And the attackers, once they realized they couldn't get into the building, they proceeded to set the building on fire. And Sean Smith, the State Department communication specialist, he died in the building when and Stevens was rescued. They took him to the Benghazi hospital, and he died upon arrival because of smoke inhalation. Next, I want to talk about how Hillary Clinton is involved. At the time of the incident, Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State. It was believed by Republicans that she knew that the incident was about to happen or that it was happening, and she neglected to do her job. So the Republicans wanted a hearing. In October 22nd, 2015, they had a hearing, and I think it said it was 11 hours. They were on a hearing, 11 to 13 hours. And who actually asked the first question was Committee Chair Trey Gowdy. The questions they had were, why didn't they send backup as soon as they were aware of what was happening? So, like I listed, Republicans believe the Obama administration did not do all it can to respond. They believe that they had a ton of time. In actuality, they didn't, and it was proven untrue what Republicans were saying. And after that failed, that they tried to prove that the Barack Obama administration failed, they went after Clinton and saying that her personal emails are what to blame because she knew about it, but she hid information about it. So, and actually, in the recent case, the Republicans still didn't find or have enough to prove that Hillary Clinton had any wrongdoing, and I have that, and that we're going to look at later on. Next, I have this slide. It has four of my sources I will be looking at and showing you guys, and I have another slide that has three more. These are the remaining three. Once we go to the pages, I will indicate the first post I will talk about is the Washington Post. This is liberal. So, as you can tell, the chairman, Trey Gowdy. And then this, they talk about conspiracy of how the Republicans believe that it's pretty much Hillary's fault. And how, in this, they talk about how they failed to do their job. In this report, it talks about how in the latest hearings that they didn't find anything wrong with what Hillary Clinton did. And this is also a Democratic website, New York Times. Again, Representative Terry Gowdy, he was the one who was against Hillary Clinton and her actions of Benghazi dilemma. And they said, like he said, included new details about the night of attacks, and they questioned the diplomatic and like if they have the best interests for the American people. And they believe, like I said earlier, that they did not arrive on time to help the people that was there that needed help. And here's something like that. So, and after all the things they said in the case or in the courtroom or the hearing, this is what Hillary Clinton had to say about how she will leave it to others to characterize like what they think about her or what they say, even when these reports were proven that they are untrue, that she actually did no wrong. And here it says how the Republican is facing some pressure because he didn't do what he's supposed to do in the fight against Obama administration and Hillary Clinton. So, yeah, pretty much this is all about the positive things for Democrats and like where Republicans failed in the report. And so I'll show you a new one. This one I found kind of interesting because the Washington Post is a Democratic website, newspaper, and this is in this section it shows the skepticism of like where people might be questioning like Clinton having a private email or a separate email. Yeah, so all in all, this one is interesting, like I said, because it's a liberal based newspaper, news post, and they're actually telling a story of how it's harder to believe Hillary Clinton. So yes, this one's interesting read. The Atlantic is also a liberal based newspaper article. And this, it helped me learn more about what happened in the Benghazi attack. It was kind of hard deciphering through different websites looking for what happened because once I went to the conservative pages, all their ideas is based on how much like they failed and they didn't really have another side to the Republican side. But on these ones, they actually give like the Republicans' views like this, like Gowdy's stance, like why he's upset and why he wants something done to the Obama administration or to Hillary Clinton, because he believes that nothing was done pretty much to help those over there. And they know that they needed security in the Republicans' view. Here is another one where they bring up her private email server. And like I said, Republicans question her because, like I said, the private email server that she has, and that's what they're really focusing on this campaign now for the presidential election. It's her email server because they don't really have anything else to talk about. That's pretty much what I'm getting from these different websites. So I'll go to the next one. In this one, the Red State, they're conservative based. You can tell. Kind of like in this statement here, like you can tell the frustration, how they felt. And here they talk about how there was evidence that Obama and Hillary Clinton could have done something, but they think that in their view they're just trying to lie, and like they think that Democrats just want to move on. See, and that like here in their words, no, Miss Clinton, it will not be time to move on. So they're still angry and they still want things to be, I guess you can say, Hillary Clinton to face some kind of punishment for this action, even though that they've proven that she had no wrongdoing. Yeah, that's the difference in newspapers that I saw so far. And the last one I want to talk about the Benghazi um, dilemma in the view of the New York Post. In this, they pretty much talk about how Obama and Hillary Clinton again didn't do their job like they're supposed to. And this is also a conservative website, and they're saying that there was not enough security there, that they knew that this event was going to happen or was happening, and they could have done something early enough, but they didn't. And like here they're saying Obama knowingly provided the American people with a false story about the Benghazi attack. Like mostly with this case, I see that as like a Republican versus Democrat dilemma, and the Republicans are trying to do everything they can to get Hillary Clinton out of the 2016 presidential race, and it's all pretty crazy. So I can't wait to see how this unfolds. And well, thank you for watching this video.